Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alpha here. Thanks for joining me for another Puzzle and Dragons video. Today we're tackling the Dragon Rush, the True Dragon Realm. This is a Legend Plus level dungeon, and I'm tackling it with my kind of go-to Legend Plus level team, which is my Raw Dragon, all decked out and almost fully hypered. Um, so I don't know if you saw some of the last videos I've done, but I was kind of struggling a little bit getting some activations when I did Queen's Banquet, which is a Legend Plus level dungeon with Hera, and this one is kind of the opposite here. I've put together some pretty decent combos, and you can tell with the time extends that this team has, really the name of the game here is just kind of stacking. So when you're stacking, that means you're building two piles of three orb combos right on top of each other as you go. Typically working from one bottom corner and then moving up and over. Um, Now you can see here I'm actually in a situation where I do not have the orbs to fully activate, but go, there we go. That's our full combo. So we put together a pretty decent combo yet, and we skyfall into the full activation. So the first two stages are random. You face some guys that are not too hard. Third stage it's always Wengren. He starts off easy, then he gets more serious. So right here you can see again I don't have the full orbs to combo, but I still go ahead and match everything up, so I'm able to cascade those greens, and once again I skyfall into a full activation and Wengren's going down. He doesn't have a huge amount of hit points, so that full activation will definitely take him down because he plays hell with color match boards. So moving on, we have Basil, who has some pretty big hit points and over 4 million hit points, and he also gives you full 5 turns to kind of get everything set up. So I go in, and actually I do not hit a full activation here. It's kind of a nice stage to stall out. If you've used any actives on some of the earlier stages, it's a good place to kind of whittle him down a bit. Don't wait too long, because he does have a bunch of hit points. You can try and whittle him down and get some of your actives back up. And you can see here I do exactly that. I go and hit another 9x attacks. That's 2 in a row I've done. A whole bunch of Skyfalls actually, so that's going to do some serious damage. And I think this might actually take him out. When you do 11 combos, that kind of, yeah, there we go. There goes Basil. So moving on to the 5th floor, this is always 3Dia, who's a big pain in the butt. A decent amount of hit points with 5 million. Puts up a status shield like quite a few of the dragons do here, so you can't really be using delays. And his deal is that he hits decently hard, which is about 10,000 for his first 2 attacks. Everything listed right up above me is done in order. But again, he messes with your orbs. He makes jammers, he changes red to jammers, he changes randoms to jammers. So with a team like this, where you have to match everything, you are not going to be activating. So again, I do single match, I activate right on through and take him out. Okay, so we're dealing with the Extreme King Metal Dragon, or as I like to call him, the Diabetes Dragon. He's all big and fatty. Anyways, what I need to do here, and I kind of know this just by heart because I've faced him so many times, is a full activation with a light TPA. So I know when I do that, I'm going to break through his defense, which is 1.5 million, and there we go. We're through to Zaerog right away, and you can see the skills that are listed up above here. He does these, actually they're not in order, but he just kind of cycles through them. So basically he starts off with a light or dark absorb. It's just a random pick. So of course he goes to light, which means I will not be able to kill him. If you get him under 30%, he does a 100% hit, which obviously with his shield, it wouldn't be a full kill, but you still don't want to be activating that. So I was getting him down a decent amount, but here I realized, I don't want to be doing too much. And of course he goes to his light absorb again, kind of a pain. So I'm just kind of, just messing around, matching up when I have to. Here he took away my heal orb, so I had to use an active to generate the hearts I need to heal back up. So the name of the game is just um, heal and conserve orbs when you don't need them, and then heal up. Use raw dragons, great recovery. You can see he used the light absorb again. He's just really kind of being a jerk, to be honest. I had actually been going through every single stage, one-shotting everyone, and had a pretty decent chance at getting an S rank. And Zaerog just had other plans for the dungeon. So here we go. He finally switches to a Dark Absorb, which means I'm using my other Dark Collie active to get me a board I could guarantee to activate on. I go ahead and use my Raw Dragon. In case I mess up, I use an Isis if I only do a 9x multiplier and put him in his 30% kill zone. So going through here, we go right on through. We do make the combination, and I could have tried to get that last diagonal, but I didn't want to mess up my heart combo. But with a TPA and a full activation at only about just over half of his health, that was definitely enough to take him out. So that was actually a pretty smooth Raw Dragon run, hitting full activations, albeit from Skyfalls a couple times, and just cruising right through. And then when I got jammed up at the end there because of the Light Absorb, I was able to use Raw Dragon's amazing recovery abilities to keep me in the game long enough to finally get a Dark Absorb and one-shot Zaerog. So anyways, guys, there's the True Dragon Realm. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got a whole lot more clears, and I'm going to try and come up with a little more variety and content coming up soon. Just yesterday, I did a quick video on the latest update, which was an amazing 8.6 update, if you're watching this some other time, which is what gives co-op and 3-minute stamina were the two big ones, but there was a few other cool things as well. So I'll be doing some of that, some team building, some other fun stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.